I wonder if the daughter knows what they're doing. There is an ache sharp in my stomach. Hurts all the time. Food makes me sick, water makes me sick. Always hungry so I can't think. Nope, she was just as crazy as the rest of them.
Feels like the old bits outside of Edgewater. Used up, unneeded, left to settle into ruin.
Don't bother knocking on any doors. If anyone's inside, they're liable to respond with gunfire.
Or teeth.
Let's go! Don't mess with us.
Dark places like this really make me wish I had a flashlight. An observatory?
Here we go! Ah! It burns! You okay, Captain?
Wait, what? Oh cool, the level 50 perk for lockpicking must be to see what's inside. That's really cool. Cascadia, can you get to Cascadia from here? Maybe I should have brought Max after all.
Here we go! Find a hole in the armor!
Good job, Cap! We're not getting through! Don't mess with us.
You are encumbered from carrying too many items. Space's Choice commends you for putting company profits ahead of your spinal health. That's better. Wait, Cascadia is to the left now. I am confusion.
Here we go! That's gotta hurt. Oh, can't get past the armor! That's the last of them.
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off. Kill confirmed!
I wonder if I can get around that gate. Yeah, that's a little more tanky. Unauthorized access to this equipment may result in injury, death, or unemployment. Please wait while this system recalibrates its gas sensors. Progress 0.04%, estimated time to completion 341.7 days. I went in here, right? I did.
Eyes up! Go, go!
Solid kill! Nice hit! They'll never see us.
Forward go!
Run here.
Oh right, that was the tossball jerseys for Nell. A package of mint-condition tossball jerseys, now with authentic game-time aroma. You even can smell it through the packaging.
And we're alive.
We seem to have made it to Amber Heights.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh, Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Who are the iconoclasts?
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
No problems. What about raptidons? Or marauders?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
One big happy family, huh?
That's a nice way to think about it. Graham would be our father. I suppose Zora might make a good mother if the two of them could stop arguing. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Tell me about Graham.
Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
Tell me about Zora.
Well, she's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Where can I find them?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
Why are you here and not in Stellar Bay?
Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Got it. Before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him?
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Well, I'm glad he made it.
Hope Zora sends me out next. Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
I'm Taylor. You run a store out here?
It ain't really a store. Think of me more like a quartermaster, and a chef, and a handyman, and whatever else we need.
You're a chef?
Cooking's my true passion. You need a raptidon to taste good? Bring it here, and I'll work a miracle or two.
By miracle, he means salt. He adds salt and calls it cuisine.
Hey, don't go spilling my secrets. You're just mad we cut you off.
Lady's got a right to drink, damn you.
You be careful. Don't let this one near your medical supplies. She ain't picky as to the difference between pure alcohol and distilled spirits.
Ah, I'll keep that in mind. Why do the iconoclasts need a quartermaster?
We gotta eat. Eating means hunting, and hunting means armaments. We used to let people take what they will, but then some idiot shot some other idiot over cards. So Zora set up a system. You fuck up, you don't get to buy gear. You play nice, you do.
Is there anything you need help with?
Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on. The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there.
Simple enough. I'll let you know when they're done.
I ought to tell you, most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer. We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8.
Where is this terminal?
Up the hill. It's right on the cliff's edge.
Okay, well, I'll let you know if I get 8. Bronson maintains a record of strange, special equipment requests beyond the normal firearms, ammunition and medicine that the iconoclasts burn through at an alarming rate. Most of his list is crossed out, but a few items haven't yet been fulfilled. Zora, Force Melt Bright Gel, may not actually exist. Graham, Dissident Hunter number 17, Huxley, Auntie Cleo Rat Be Gone, also may not actually exist. Huxley, any book on terminal repair. Carl, Primal Glue Adhesives.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
Yeah, it does seem pretty nice.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
You meditate today? If not, you should.
I should really mod my stuff. I'll add this one to my revolver, plus 25% critical damage. And I'll change it to a plasma weapon, which increases the damage a bit. I also put plus 15% attack speed and plus 20% power attack damage on the plasma cutter I never use. I never did try out this force weapon Shaw gave me.
What kind of idiot keeps a collection of empty shells? Huh?
Collections don't have to be practical, they just feel good to have.
This armor itches something awful.
Take it off then. In this copy of Dissident Hunter, the hero braves the dangerous hellhole that is Monarch. Numerous edits are scratched into the text, and a number of the villainous dissidents have had moustaches and hats drawn onto them. Huxley's terminal, stay out. But I don't wanna. Are you two gonna be mad at me if I read this? Due to external damage, this device can no longer store more than 4 logs. Please contact your assigned terminal engineer to replace the storage device. Storage capacity increased. Logs prior to the most recent 4 entries are unretrievable, but new entries may now be saved. Graham taught me how to meditate today. You close your eyes and you breathe in real deep and try not to cough. Then you just listen to yourself. You know how sometimes you'll be hiding from a mantiqueen and you're trying to be quiet, so you focus real hard on your breathing and you can hear your heartbeat and you think, how can this mantiqueen not even hear me? And all of a sudden you have to sneeze and it reminds you of that time when you were coming back with a delivery and as you were putting it on Zora's table you sneezed and it slipped and a bunch of things broke. Meditating is like that, only you're supposed to think of these things on purpose. Graham calls it, I don't remember what he calls it, Reco something. He says it's your own eternal truth bubbling up to the surface and the things you remember are what you're supposed to focus on and try and improve. When we meditated, I mostly remembered that sitting on rocks hurts, maybe I'm supposed to toughen up my tailbone. Zora's really smart, but you know what, sometimes she can be such a bitch. I was supposed to get some info for her from Cascadia, but I couldn't find a way over without going through Marauders. So I gave up and stopped in at Fallbrook to pick up some supplies instead. While I was there, Chastity dropped in for a few games of whist. She's so cool. She's always playing games there. When I lose bits, I get really upset. I don't have much, so losing what I have, it hurts, you know. But Chastity can drop thousands on a single game and she's fine. Well, sometimes she drinks a bit and slams the table and storms out, but still. Mostly she's cool about it and I admire that. Anyway, when I got back, Zora yelled at me because I was a little late. Something about medicine not getting here fast enough. Sigh. Graham just said to try not to lose track of time on my next run and I promised I would. See, that's how you teach someone. Don't gotta yell and make them feel bad. Today Zora gave me permission to buy ammunition from Bronson. I don't think I want to, but she said I should just in case. But guns are really loud. I'd rather just run away than shoot one. Still, I'm kinda proud. Zora said it was like a promotion for something I found in the wilderness. I think it's a code for a door, but I'm not sure why it's important. I can't even get near the place without getting attacked. I asked her what a promotion is and she smiled in a really sad way and told me I shouldn't worry about it. This will be my last entry. Sorry diary, you've been a very good listener, but our time has come to an end. This terminal was making a horrible beeping noise yesterday and someone smashed it while I was out and now I can't save more diaries. Milton can't fix it and plus he says I should stop coming into his house to write when he's not around. Whoever smashed poor terminal, if you're reading this, suck sulfur. I'll have to find them and tell them it's fixed now.
Ain't seen you before. You from one of the outer steads or what?
Independent freighter captain, sort of. I flew in.
Ain't you fancy? Well, I got 2 pieces of advice for surviving the dustbag, friend. 1, don't let the dust get in nothing private. It's like 10% spores by volume. You'll be yanking out fungus by the handful. 2, you can't actually keep the dust out. Always carry antifungals. Sprays work okay, creams are better. You got nothing else? Vodka.
Graham's in charge, right?
In charge? Huh. We're iconoclasts. Every soul a sovereign power. We do for each other on account of it needing to be done, not because some fancy-pants manager said to. Now, you want to rephrase that question, maybe ask who's respected hereabouts, I can give you a sensible answer.
Somebody's organizing things. You've got posted guards.
Every soul here knows to keep a weather eye out. Everyone's lost somebody to the wildlife. That didn't stop Miss Zora from picking a few souls and imposing a schedule. Be here then, leave there later. Downright in icon. Well, it ain't what we do. Take that on top of what happened on the northern expedition. She and Graham are exchanging harsher words than usual.
What makes Graham and Zora such a big deal?
When the monarchists wanted to settle down and play nice with the board, Graham was the one that took a stand. He's the reason we're here, breathing free air. Zora's our best sawbones. Nearly every soul here owes her their life. She's got funny ways, but they work.
Zora's saved nearly everyone's life. Do you get into that much trouble?
Welcome to Monarch. The animals think you're tasty, the fungus thinks your lungs are a great place to plant spores. That ain't enough? Look at the sky. Olympus yanks this moon about like a drunk dancer. Storms to curl your hair and quakes to rattle your brain pan.
You said Graham and Zora argue a lot.
Well, sure. It's on account of how we all work. No iconoclast makes another do as they say just because. You gotta convince them. That Graham and Zora argue all the time just says the process is working. Vigorous intellectual debate. You see?
Is that how you really see it, or how they told you it is? Well, she's not here, so I guess she's next door with Graham.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our mission?
I don't have time for this.
A manticore?
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell knows where the Van Noys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Hello.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
Has anyone ever told you you sound like a certain court wizard? Meh, guess not. What do you teach?
The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since shedding the corporate yoke. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit. We have no need for the endless rules and red tape of a corporate structure.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical tape, though.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation is the foundation on which that future is built. Now, why have you come?
Can you tell me some more about the iconoclasts?
The iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
Is this why the board has cordoned off Monarch?
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right.
All right. I've heard people mention an Amber Heights massacre. What happened?
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all.
I can only imagine. Sorry I asked.
It's fine. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to recall that tragedy, but today is not that day.
I want to know more about your teachings.
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
I hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it?
Ah, the eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
Even OSI, are their members similarly divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him.
Sunja, oh right, you were in that terminal I deleted stuff from. But you didn't seem much better than all the other corporate-minded people. Sunja seemed way better. His workers enjoy much more freedom than those of the board.
Their leashes may be longer, but their collars are just as tight.
You need some kind of leash though, otherwise the marauders and outlaws would rule everything. What do you call a longer leash? I'd just call employment. Do you believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
You had me in the first half, but I don't think the universe has any interests. But what started it all?
Questions like these are distractions. It doesn't matter whether an entity sparked the universe or not. Only by pursuing the eternal truth will we find these and other answers.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Why have you come?
I'm just looking for ways to help the people here. Anything need doing?
A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
A printing press? On Monarch?
Oh yes. Many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness. I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck.
Sounds to me like a nifty little challenge.
Such enthusiasm, yes. I agree wholeheartedly. Our own little fixer-upper. Will you aid us in our cause?
Sure, I guess.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Oh right, Huxley's the one I rescued in the Arms building. And I read her diary.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf.
All right, Graham, I'll see you later.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage. Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
Well, they seem nice, I guess. Can't say I believe in their religion, but if they're not hurting anyone, they can believe what they like. And hey, they're totally, completely and absolutely not a cult, right?